going on the subway, I'm not going. You literally have to pay me to go on there. It smells like shit out here. I'm not gonna lie to you. Are you in your fucking mind? I got pizza in my hand. Pizza fucking sucks compared to Jersey. I'm just gonna tell you that right now. Cardboard. Disgusting.
Oh, automatically recorded. Hello. Grab the charger.
No lighting? Wow.
You got me. Bet.
You try to set me up. I see how it is.
I got you. What you talking about?
Because you gotta put the good lighting on me, bro. The fuck?
Ugly shit.
I know I'm behind
Needs to see all your
I'm behind the camera, but like I gotta look good. Just like how I make you look good in front of the camera, you gotta make me look good.
You make me look like a fucking asshole.
Dude,
26?
I don't want to hear it, bro. Just like we already recorded. Just do the fucking intro.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Yes.
Not
I'm
you.
not allowed to be frivolous.
I know, you fucking whore. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing your host, TooTallKidTim.
Greetings. Welcome to episode 30. Fuck. Wait. Hold on. That sounds just like you. No. Hold on. Welcome. Damn it.
Just do it the first way you did it.
No, because then I'm gonna be like you. No, I gotta do my own intro.
It's a formulaic podcast that we came up with together. Now stop being a fucking faggot and do your fucking intro, Tim.
Greetings. Welcome back to the Stoned Ape Theory podcast episode. Fuck. Yeah, I can't. I was like trying to do it. I couldn't memorize it. I know. I went like this. I was like, wait a minute.
That's kind of right. Alright, shots
The
up.
spacing was wrong. Salute. Of Stoned Ape Theory podcast episode 30. I am your host, TooTallKidTim. And yeah, that was the intro. Will I ever get it right? We'll never know. But let's see how it goes. You make yourself look like an asshole.
No, you make me look like an asshole.
First of all.
You think you're fucking smarter than me.
It's 8:59.
We gotta take an IQ test one of these days.
Yeah, we're gonna take an IQ test, and I'm going to have a higher IQ. Mine's just gonna be like 90. You're gonna be like 72.
Doubt it.
Is 72 retarded?
I don't think so.
It's like 6. No, I think anything below 80 is retarded.
Okay.
Yeah.
You just making shit as you go along. It's alright.
I'm not, motherfucker. I'm not you, bitch. I don't make shit up.
Not me.
I spit facts, motherfucker.
I'm Batman. No, you don't.
Yeah, I do.
No, you don't.
What have I been wrong about?
What have you been wrong about?
Name one thing. Name one fact I've gotten wrong.
You've been wrong about. You've been wrong about how you think you look good with white hair.
I think I look good with white hair.
You know,
I want to look like an old man.
I don't know why, man.
I want to look like a sexy old man. Well, my dad and my uncle's hair. My dad and my uncle are twins, and my uncle and my dad about 30. They gone white. So like I'm gonna be 30 in a few months. So I want to fucking beat. You know what I mean? I'm gonna beat it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so by the time my hair grows out, it'll be naturally white, and then the rest of it'll blend in. Hello.
If it works like that. No, man. 30s is creeping up on me, bro. I'm scared. But
Yeah, 30's right there. This is why you're mostly behind the camera.
yeah, I know. Because I don't come up with great ideas. I only come with great alcohol. Not sponsored, but, Woodford Reserve, give me another bottle. That'd be great.
Whiskey.
Bourbon. Different. And Raptar. Can't find you guys on Facebook, but, if you guys let us,
You guys definitely are cocaine traffickers, but we just want a sponsor for the energy drink. And if you want to send us cocaine, go for it. Why not?
Yeah, right? Dollar energy drink. That's, I don't know. They move in weight.
From Jamaica or Guatemala. Hard to find on the internet.
Right.
But it's in every store in Patterson. Go figure.
I also just want to appreciate all the fans and all the people that have been watching so far on the podcast.
Our 14 fans.
Our 14 fans on Patreon and on YouTube.
Oh, we don't have no fans on Patreon.
Not yet. But
we have one person on Patreon.
But follow us and have other people follow us on Patreon. That'd be great.
Follow us on Patreon, Instagram, Twitter. Interact with us. Call us stupid. Send us funny shit. No tweet is a bad tweet, dude.
No tweet is a bad tweet. Speaking about the podcast, we're working on getting mics. We're working on maybe even Yeah, I think just mics. I think one
Check
camera.
out our GoFundMe page. We have a GoFundMe, the Stone Date Theory GoFundMe. We're just trying to raise a little money to get more equipment, maybe some better lighting, maybe a few more cameras and some editing software. And it's just, you know, to make a good product for the people.
Yep, that's right. We're not trying to get a studio or anything. We just want to make the videos look better for you guys, and that's it. And yeah, maybe even like getting an audio track on Patreon would be dope. But we'll see how that goes.
We'll probably do some just audio episodes for the patrons, but that'll be a little later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then as far as everything else goes, let me think. Yeah, we're in the midst of working on vocal tags, Terminator Timeline.
Terminator Timeline.
But if anybody out there has an idea, any of our fans have an idea on what it should be, how it should sound like, let us know. You know, we'll incorporate it into our idea. Maybe, hopefully.
Maybe you have bad ideas, and maybe I'm gonna
maybe you think they're bad ideas because you talk to this guy, but when you talk to me, you know, I'm your friend. You know, all ideas are good ideas.
First of all, I'm everybody's friend.
I'm getting a little tired of your broken promises.
But I'm also a little autistic, so I'm gonna tell you the brutal, honest truth. So what's up, Tim? How's it been, baby? Hey.
Like, what are you talking about? New Year's came and gone like any other weekend, right? I forget. That was a weekend, right?
I believe it was New Year's Eve was Friday, so New Year's was Saturday.
Yeah, so like it was a boring ass weekend. Nothing too exciting.
Shut up, bitch!
Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. Also, before I get started, merch. We still got cheap Trapahoe t-shirts for sale.
Yes, we have cheap Trapahoe t-shirts for sale. We have the original Trapahoe with the glow-in-the-dark letters. If you're interested, hit us up. We have a limited quality right now. I probably have about 12 left. They're a little hot commodity in my neighborhood. All my friends have them. A bunch of people have bought them. And soon there'll be Trapahoe Stone Date merch just for the fans.
Yep, and if you've seen these Stone Date Theories with colored t-shirts, you know...
If you didn't buy them from us, they're not official.
Yeah. If it doesn't have the Haynes tag on the back, it's not ours.
I don't buy Haynes, asshole. Why are you telling these people? What are you fucking wearing, undershirts?
It's the joke.
Tim doesn't help me make the shirts. I do everything myself, so fuck him.
I'm on the investor side of things. It's okay.
You're gonna be on the making shit
you're,
side
you're
of things.
You're on the making side of things.
You're gonna be on the making shit side of things soon. I'm gonna make you my fucking slave. You want to see a white slave? Come to the Stone Date Theory podcast where we demean white people and bring them down a peg because they think they're better than me, Tim.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, okay.
I love you, faggot.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do.
No, if you love me so much, you gotta come with me to some of these pizza spots I'd be going to, man. Like
pizza spots. I'm a little pizza enthusiast when it comes to like I've had pizza all over Jersey and New York.
Yeah, that's not too bad.
Yeah.
So this was
South Jersey has great pizza.
I gotta try South Jersey. I haven't gone that far. I've only gone as far
Tom's
as
River's pretty badass.
Really?
Yeah.
I've only gone as far as Jersey City. It's this one place called Raza, R-A-Z-Z-A.
Raza, where's that at?
In Jersey City, on Grove Street.
What side of Jersey City? By the river? Is it by the hood?
That's a good question. I don't know. All I know is that's Grove Street. Look it up real quick.
I'm gonna look her up.
Grove Street, Jersey City. But no, best pizza.
Grove Street, Jersey City.
On that side of town. I'm not even gonna lie. It's not promoted. You know, I'm just, you know, putting the word out. You want good pizza, you go there. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, Jersey, I think, has better pizza than New York.
Yep.
It's in the Waldo, Hudson Exchange part of Jersey City.
Oh, Exchange Place? Okay, that's like...
It's a few blocks away from the docks.
Yeah, so it's by the water. Yeah.
It's on the side of the water.
That's not too bad. Yeah, go check it out. It's a nice place to go check it out. No, but like, bro, tell me why my fucking drama feed on news for hip hop is all about fucking about DJ Drama and Jim Jones about how he kisses moms. Like, I don't understand, bro.
Dude, yeah, I saw that shit a few weeks ago. Jim on World Star fucking Jim Jones was talking about how his mom taught him how to kiss.
Yeah.
And it's like, I really, like, I'm a person, like, I appreciate the honesty.
We didn't need to know, though.
But there's something intimate because, like, you know, all little boys' heroes are their mom and dad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, the first, you know, woman that you are really in love with, you know what I mean, is your mom. You know what I mean? That's endearing. But there's something weird about a 13, 14-year-old making out with their mom.
Yeah.
And there's something like incestuous about it. And I don't know, because like some women are very enablers. You know what I mean? I seen a lot of moms do very weird shit.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, not even gonna lie. Like, it's not like, you know, okay, like, all right, if Jim Jones had admitted that like he had a full makeout session with his mom, all right, that's something to talk about. But
That is definitely something to talk about.
But it's just like, all right, my mom taught me how to kiss by a peck on the lips. It's like, all right, like, come on, like.
No, yeah, if he was more specific.
Yeah, like.
But I think that like the video I saw was definitely like chopped and cut a little short. But yeah, like it's a
like
side-eye
conversation, bro.
Yeah,
like,
it's definitely a side. Like if you take like sex out of it, which is really hard to do because it's about being intimate. Like I love my mom, but I would never want to
be like, Mom, teach me how to kiss.
Yeah, like I learned how to kiss by fucking being bad at it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the first time I like made out, like swap spit with a girl, it was very awkward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're talking to the guy who was like learned like kiss in the mirror, bro. Like, come on, man. Like
that's weird.
It's weirder than it can't be as weird as kissing my mom, bro. Like, come on.
No, but I don't know. Like that's a strange topic. You know what I mean? Like it's a strange topic. Like I wouldn't want to learn how to kiss from my mom, but it's something about like it's kind of cute. You know what I mean? Like your mom wanting you to be good at being a ladies' man. You know what I mean? And that's there's some type of like comfort in that. Like you know what I mean? But it is a very peculiar thing. Like I think it's cute. Like in the sense of like a mom and son, but it is weird. It wouldn't be something I talk about. Like, if I did that, I wouldn't talk about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I wouldn't admit it.
Yeah, I wouldn't hang out with the guys and be like, yeah, I kissed my mom goodbye.
Because
like why?
Because dude, like my dad would like bring like whores around me. You know what I mean? And like that's a whole different topic for another day. But
well, I mean, as long as you don't see them as your mom, then yeah, I think it'd be fine.
Well, that's, you know, it's not your mom. Well, like even like sex is conflicting because like when you learn what sex is when you're little, like like I learned what sex is maybe around like 8 or 9 years old. You knew your mom got fucked.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's a thing you like live with, like. And that's like kind of the thing that turns you off to sex.
Well, I wish that was the case with me, but like I was growing up with my mom having sex because that's how my sister came around. So there's that.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like I remember the night, you know, God bless my brother, he passed away. I remember the night my mom made him.
Oh no.
Yeah, like my mom and my stepdad. We used to live on Jersey Street in
I was under the closet.
No. You know, you ever been down Grand Street and there's that street that kind of overlooks the highway?
Yeah. Okay.
Right there. I used to live at that dead end.
Okay.
My stepfather.
That went under the pass or whatever.
Yeah, he bought a house because, you know, like the houses downtown, they used to be stacked on top of each other.
Yeah. So
they had knocked down 2 houses because there was like a straight up whole other house behind it. They knocked down the 2 houses and they built the new house, so it had a huge backyard.
Nice.
So yeah, when I was a kid, maybe like 6 or 7 years old, we had moved into a brand new house.
Okay.
And it was me, my brother Brandon, and that's my stepfather's son. And my stepfather at the time
was so formal, Brandon.
Yeah, they gave him a really white name. My name is Juan. I have a really Puerto Rican name. They kind of fucked me on that one. But yeah, my brother Brandon, because my mom used to watch 90210 in the 90s.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And Brandon Lee died a few months before my brother was born. And she was a fan of The Crow, like everyone else in the 90s.
Yeah.
But yeah, I remember the day my brother Matthew was conceived, because we moved into a new house, so everything's like
Brand new,
pure white, new stove, new floor. Everything's like super new. The walls were thick as hell back then. And I just remember my mom, and it's fucked up because I learned about sex like a few years later.
Okay.
But I remember my mom saying it's like, oh, you're going to bed with sweatpants, but like kind of like, you know what I mean? Like filming herself.
Yeah.
Oh man, every time I think about that, I get like grossed out. Like I get like my like completely turned off. Like if you think about your mom getting banged, it's not hot.
It's not.
Yeah.
Especially when my friends bring it up, bro. I can't. Like it's like, yo, bro, my mom's in her mid-40s. Like, why you think my mom's
Your
hot,
mom's
bro?
pretty hot
Stop.
to be in her
It's
mid-40s.
not.
Like she's a very shapely woman. She has nice hair, nice skin tone.
I don't know how you see it, bro.
Because my mom's not your mom. We don't share a mom, so I think your mom's hot.
But she's a mom.
She's your mom. Women are hot. Some of them happen to be moms.
Oh, God, that's terrible.
Yes.
Anyways, welcome back to the podcast where we encourage incest in our families.
No, we do not encourage incest. I do not encourage incest in my podcast. Tim, maybe you want to fuck your mom.
Maybe you want to fuck your mom.
No, I want to fuck your mom.
Okay, we can do a mom swap. How about? Would that make you feel better?
No, my mom doesn't like dorks.
My mom's a high-class hooker, so you couldn't afford her.
I have a $20 bill. What are you talking about? High class.
Please, what are you talking about? $20 pays for her parking. Come on. Let's see.
Yeah, I can pay for her parking once. She can give me a handy in the parking lot. Hello.
Yeah, okay.
She wanted a bougie.
Handies aren't free, okay, first of all.
Huh? I can get handy, nigga. I can afford handy.
You know, I thought TLC was bad at making biopic movies, but when I heard Lifetime...
That was a pretty good bioflick. The TLC one?
Which one?
Yeah. They had
TLC.
the V8... I think it was VH1 did one. That was pretty badass.
Yeah. But the fact that Lifetime's getting involved and doing Salt and Pepper, like...
Lifetime's doing a Salt and Pepper bioflick?
Yeah.
Is it going to be one of those things where it's like a 10-episode series, or it's just like a 4-hour movie?
I haven't read up on it yet, but I'm guessing it's going to be a movie.
Oh, bro, who gives a fuck about Salt and Pepper? Ooh, baby. Like, bitch.
Oh, baby.
That shit came out like 4 years before I was born. Like, I don't give a fuck about Salt and Pepper.
Right? The only reason I make that reference is when I'm like seasoning my chicken, and that's about it. Like, you know, I don't think about like a 10-episode series about their biopic and how they
I don't care. That's the thing. I don't give a fuck. But like Lifetime is mostly for women, and like that demographic, like that 40-something.
Lifetime.
Yeah, because my mom's like 40-something, and when that song it came out before I was born, so she was probably like 17, 16.
I think I would agree with you because my mom's like in her 40s watching Lifetime, like, but she's like watching like holiday specials, and it's like it's all the same shit.
Dude, the holiday specials, there's like a formula. There's usually like a problem, and then it gets solved by like Jesus and love.
And for Christmas, yeah.
Yeah.
There's too many.
I kind
of
of like those, dude. Like, you know the chick from Full House, DJ?
Yeah. No, not really. I've never seen Full House.
The older sister.
That's why when Bob Saget died, I didn't really care because I never seen Full House.
I loved Bob Saget. He was great.
He was great, but I don't think
You never watched Full House? You're full of shit.
Never seen Full House.
You've seen every Sharknado movie, but you've never seen Full House.
No.
You're full of shit. They gave reruns all the goddamn time on TV.
They did, but I just didn't catch my eye.
Really?
That's why when Fuller House came out, I didn't care because
I didn't see that garbage. But it also came out when I was like 26. I can give a fuck less about Full House. Bro, speaking of Fuller House, did you see when the nigga, what's the nigga that played Uncle Jesse? Fuck, you ain't see the show. So one of the characters that played Uncle Jesse, the Greek motherfucker, the pretty motherfucker, he went to Netflix and started wilding the fuck out. And
Really?
they put him in the following season.
Tell him John fucking Stamos is here, okay? He wants to make fun of me, my brand, my fucking brand, my 30 years in show business. You want to make fun of me?
No.
Huh? Look at me. You're gonna take the Stamos brand. You're gonna take the Stamos brand like this asshole did and use it as some stupid gags. That's bullshit. I worked my life. I worked my whole life for this. Is that funny to you?
No,
Do I
of course
seem
not.
funny?
I'll call
Look at this fucking glorified blockbuster. That's what it is. He took CDs and put them in an envelope.
It's not bad.
Yeah, because he had stakes in the show. So I guess like Netflix bought the rights to the show and they sent him a check, but like they dropped it without letting him know. Yeah, Netflix is crazy. It's like Hollywood on crack, man.
Oh god.
Yeah, Leonardo DiCaprio just fucking did a Netflix movie. That Don't Look Up shit. That shit was alright.
Don't Look Up.
Yeah.
Isn't that the one based on like Hollywood and shit like that?
No, Don't Look Up is a movie about scientists who found a huge asteroid getting ready to hit Earth, and they have about 6 months till it hits. And they go to the government in the White House, but at the same time that they're trying to explain to the president that this is going on, the president's going through a scandal. Like a picture of her pussy like leaked. Yeah, it's crazy. And then the scientists go on TV and they're like they're freaking out, like we're gonna all die, and they make like memes off of it, and then like the CIA like puts like bags on their heads and take them to like an undisclosed location. And
interesting.
Then they start getting like popular and shit, and they start like getting into like like the celeb culture. It's crazy. It's nuts. It's a funny ass movie, but it's funny because it shows you how the media handles stuff. Yeah. And also how like a nerdy guy can handle fame. That's, you know what I mean? Like
it sounds like a movie that would expose like how Hollywood and the government would work. But yeah, I'll take a look at it.
It's funny because like
it sounds like a lot deeper than you're explaining it, but I gotta check it out.
Yeah, it's a little deeper. But I think it's a show called Quarantine, or there was a show on Amazon. Okay. That came out probably around March or April of 2020, maybe February of 2020. When the pandemic really started. Yeah. And it talks about a global pandemic and a conspiracy and how like the drug companies are being backed by the government, and yeah, how like the government workers kind of hid it because they didn't want the populace to know, and they canceled it. Mind you, this is going on at the same time that the pandemic's happening. So there's 10 episodes of this shit on Amazon. Yeah, and it's nuts.
Well, as far as Amazon, like there's some good stuff on Amazon Video, but when I had recently found out that Amazon lets like random independent like filmmakers actually upload their shit, I've seen some actual garbage on Amazon Video. Let me tell you, bro.
Nah, but Amazon has like amazing stuff. Like The Boys.
They do.
Great.
Yeah, of course.
What's that other superhero show?
But I'm saying like
Invincible is fucking awesome.
But I'm saying like people who made like the Bird Pandemic, like a movie that's worse than the Sharknado, are putting out movies on Amazon Video.
I think the platforms like Amazon and Netflix and Hulu, I think they make a lot of money. So like, like the channels like Thriller, and all those channels, like the horror channels, like all those very specific channels. Yeah. They used to buy those movies and scripts from people. Now it's like, the bigger head honchos have the money to buy those things out. So like, I don't know, like you come from theater, and you're like a film guy, shitty films, but you're a cameraman. So like, I think you would appreciate stuff like that. I don't like personally. I don't like garbage.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like garbage either. But I
don't like garbage. I watch all the Sharknado.
Well, as a business perspective, like Sharknado, like as much as it tanked, it fucking did great. As far as numbers are concerned,
it has a loyal fan base.
Well, it has a cult fan base, but as far as apart from the cult fan base, like money wise, like Sharknado series did very well. Hence why Sci-Fi Channel was like, "Yo, listen, we got the money, just keep pumping these movies out."
It's funny because like that's like one of the modern cult classics. Like you always hear stuff about like the Rocky Horror Picture Show on the internet. Yeah. I don't want to watch that shit. You know what I mean? But like
I don't mind watching it. I'm just tired of watching another iteration of it.
There's a remake of the Rocky Horror Picture Show?
Several.
Really?
There's plays, there's musicals, there's screenwrites.
There's like 4 things I never want to see. I never want to see Kinky Boots. I never want to see Rocky Horror Picture Show. Okay.
I recently found out that freaking Freaky Friday with Lindsay Lohan is a remake of an original movie.
Yeah, it's actually a few movies.
I didn't know that. That blew my mind.
Ironically, right? What the fuck was her name? She was Silence of the Lambs. She was in Taxi Driver. Damn, what's the fuck? Let me see.
Reference to.
Yeah. Oh, yep. The taxi driver guy behind you. IMDb. Hold on. Oh, Jodie Foster. Jodie Foster was in the original Freaky Friday.
Okay.
And
we're still talking about the 70s one, right?
Yeah, it came out in the 70s, and it honestly wasn't a bad movie. Like, when Freaky Friday came out in theaters, they played the original on HBO, and I caught it. And I was young as fuck. Like, when the fuck did Freaky Friday come out? Like, 2006 or something?
03.
03?
03.
Fuck. Okay, so yeah. So, yeah, I caught the original Freaky Friday, and it wasn't bad, like, for the time.
Yeah,
it was pretty decent.
I gotta watch it. I can't judge it yet, but yeah, like the culture that I grew up on for Freaky Friday, it's all wrong. Just
no, dude, the Freaky Friday was I liked it when I was a kid.
Yeah,
I always had a thing for Lindsay Lohan. Like I like redhead girls. I never fucked one. I want to.
So if you want to fuck redhead girls,
yeah,
I'm
I want to fuck a redhead. But Lindsay Lohan is hotter than fucking Jodie Foster, dude.
And hotter than Jamie Lee Curtis.
Who is this fucking? Oh yeah,
Jamie Lee. Yeah.
No, but Jamie Lee Curtis is like a weird hot.
Now she is, but back in the day.
No, even back in the day, like
because she's definitely a gilf.
She did this movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger back in the day.
Yeah. Oh, I know what you're talking about.
And she was like in a thong, and she had like a great body.
Yeah.
I don't like short-haired girls. I fucked a few short-haired girls. It's not great.
Yeah.
I like feminine.
I don't know what movie you're talking about, but I probably know.
Total Recall?
It might have been Total Recall.
I think so. And she was hot. Like, she had a thong on. She had a great ass. She had nice hips. She's always been a slender woman.
I was pretty underdeveloped back in the day, so like that kind of freaked me out. I was like, why is this woman naked in front of like the Terminator? But now that you mention it, I definitely have to rewatch it now that I'm gonna grown ass adult.
I hate old movies, but I've always like kind of been like a movie buff because my mom was young. Mm-hmm. So like when my mom had me when she was 17, so in 1996 a movie came out called Showgirls.
Mm-hmm.
And it's about a girl who hitchhikes to Las Vegas and she starts off as a stripper and then she becomes like a dancer on like the performance stage.
That sounds like J-Lo's Hustler.
It's kind of like Hustlers, but it's way shittier.
I need to watch it.
It's very shitty, and there's titties all over the place. It's like a 2.5 hour long movie.
What's this called?
Showgirls.
Hold on, I got a pen on me. Wait.
Showgirls.
Make a note. Showgirls.
The main actress in it is the curly hair girl from Saved by the Bell.
I've never seen Saved by the Bell.
You never seen Saved by the Bell? What the fuck do you watch, bro?
I don't watch a lot.
You fucking suck, dude. Saved by the Bell was awesome. I always kind of wanted to be like Zach Morrison.
Who?
Yeah, I know, you fucking dweeb. You know, Shriek died a few months ago. You don't get it? No, yeah.
Yeah, you're talking to the
guy.
guy.
I love how my references fly over your fucking head. What did you watch as a kid?
The Breakfast Club.
Okay, which is older than we are. Yeah. Like by a lot.
But I haven't seen Saved by the Bell.
That movie is like 20 years older than we are. That movie is 50 years old right now. Yeah, think about it. It came out in 1983.
You're talking to the guy who likes the original Thing. You ever see the Thing movie?
Kurt Russell?
Yeah.
That's kind of a classic. That still holds up. Like there's
holds up, yeah.
Like there's some because they didn't have CGI back then, so everything was like live puppets, yeah. But it still kind of holds up.
Yeah, for sure.
Like you remember the end when like Kurt Russell kills himself because he finds out like the black dude was like.
Well, it was left open for interpretation, but yes.
It wasn't left open for interpretation.
Yeah, they're
sitting in front of a fire.
Yeah, and
Kurt Russell is sweating his ass off. The black dude wasn't sweating. He's taking swigs of fucking bourbon.
Yeah.
And then he blows the both of them up.
They don't blow up.
Yeah,
they sit there in front of each other as rescue comes because they think that they're both gonna freeze to death.
No, before rescue comes, they blow up.
They don't blow up.
Yeah, Kurt Russell blows them up.
They don't blow up.
Dude.
Bro, I've seen the movie. How you gonna tell me?
Dude.
I've seen the ending. They don't blow up.
Yeah, they do.
They
I have the DVD.
Okay, and I stream it all the fucking time.
Oh, I might have the extended cut.
Extended cut?
I think I've only seen the extended one. But I have the DVD.
There's always something. Oh, I got this. I got that.
Bitch, I'm a fucking film buff. What the fuck you want me to tell you?
I'm a fucking film buff.
No, you're not.
That's why I've seen all 6 Sharknado movies and you haven't, bitch.
Because they're bad.
Because they're good.
What's good about Sharknado? I want to see a shark in space. What am I, fucking 6?
And then what else is there? Damn. Another good. What else? Monster House. No, not Monster House. Not Monster Club.
Monster Club.
Yeah.
Monsters Ball.
No. It's I think it's like another 70s or 80s movie. It's a bunch of kids who fight off Frankenstein, the Mummy.
That sounds like a horrible
Swamp
movie.
Thing. Huh? No, it's actually a pretty good.
Didn't they do like a CGI version of that? Like a Pixar version, not a Pixar, but like a DreamWorks version.
I don't know if
It's called Monster House.
No, not that. I know what Monster House is, but that's nothing related to the Monster Club. Or
Monster Club. I'm looking it up.
Yeah. It should be like a 70s or 80s.
1981 Monsters Club.
Yeah.
Bro, this is fucking garbage.
That's a cult classic right there. That's not garbage.
God, you like horrible movies.
I like classic horror movies.
You like classic shitty movies.
And early 2000s horror movies. So, Freddy vs. Jason X.
That's not bad. Jason X sucked. Jason Go to Hell sucked. The Jason remake in 2010 sucked.
That wasn't too bad. I actually like that one.
I like the Nightmare on Elm Street one. The remake.
Which one?
The remake. The 2010
The one where like they show he burns in the house and shit like that.
That one. Here's my gripe with it because check this out. In the original Friday the 13th, Freddy Krueger was suspected of being a child molester. Mm-hmm. In the 2010 remake, you find out that he is a child molester. So, but that was the thing. I always thought Freddy haunted them because he was wrongly accused. Mm-hmm. If he was a child molester and they properly got vengeance upon him, what is the spirit, like what made him a dream monster? Because like him not being a child molester and then getting killed, he kind of has a reason to come and kill the parents and the kids.
Well, but
him being an actual child molester and getting killed, it makes it weird. You know what I mean? Like if he wasn't, like if you accuse me of like molesting your kid and you killed me,
and you come to haunt me, that makes sense.
That would make sense. But if I did it. Like, I did fuck your little boy in the ass, and then you killed me. I kind of deserve to go to hell.
Yeah, and it's just like, why are you still haunting me?
But is it one of those things like evil will forever live?
It might be, but I don't know if I'm right. But don't quote me on this. But I think there was like some evil magic involved for that remake, where they like, no,
there was no magic element. I actually rewatched it a few weeks ago.
Okay.
Yeah, because I liked it because of. It's a decent movie. It's a good watch.
Yeah, I mean, if it is evil is always lives on forever, then that would make sense. But if it's not explained within the movie, then it's kind of like.
Yeah, like the Chucky had a little series on Sci-Fi that was pretty decent. Like it was a lot of callbacks. Like in the Chucky movies, Chucky 1, 2, and 3 are connected. Bride of Chucky, Seed of Chucky's connected.
Seen those, yep.
Curse of Chucky, connected. And then they made a remake in like 2018-19, which was like, it was fun. It was a fun movie to watch, but they tried to make it like he was like a program, like he was like an AI. Mm-hmm. And then it kind of like, it went to shit. Like the plot really fell off towards the end of the movie.
Because it was like multiple toys, right, being Chucky,
but
I think.
in the show, it revisits... Like, okay, so the reason why Chucky came alive is that he was a serial killer. He was a really bad motherfucker.
Yeah, if you watch the first movie,
yeah. But the show holds up with the original movies.
Okay.
So he's like, he practiced some like voodoo shit, and he puts his soul into a doll. And the longer his soul is in a doll, it becomes human. So that kind of makes sense. So he eventually couldn't put his soul into a person. So he just made a bunch of dolls.
Okay.
And it holds up. Like, as silly as it is, as silly as Chucky's
TV series.
Yeah.
Okay.
In the TV series. So, like, at the end, I think it's the Curse of Chucky.
Okay.
You find out that Chucky's put his soul into multiple dolls. So
okay.
He's, like, fucking with people in different spots. And, framing people for, like, murders and shit. Just basically ruining people's lives.
Okay.
And it makes sense. Like if you were a serial killer who got off on like hurting people and framing people.
Yeah.
Yeah, it holds up.
Yeah, that actually makes sense because if it holds up with the first movie, because if you remember that the longer he's a doll, he ages. So if you have a short time span, you might as well multiply, yourself so you can create as much chaos before you time out, whatever the case may be, if you're not successful in, trying to find another body. Mm-hmm. I actually kind of like that. I have to watch
That's honestly, like, as silly as the Chucky movies are, there's, like, a real...
continuity.
There's continuity, and I'm a stickler for continuity. I love fucking continuity, dude. Like, I really love continuity. Oh, dude, did you see Spider-Man?
The New Way Home? No. I've only seen spoilers, so I know bits and pieces, but I haven't seen the movie.
Yeah, we gotta sit down and watch it together.
Why?
When it comes out on streaming, we're gonna watch it together.
Why? What is there that I haven't know other than that they are?
It's not about knowing. It's about the continuity.
Oh.
So okay, like
okay, how about this? I know that Doc Ock meets up with Tobey Maguire, Spider-Man.
That's not the point. So.
What do you mean that's not the point? You're talking about how continuity. So remember, so there's continuity in that scene right there.
So going back to episode 3, time travel.
Okay.
Okay, so if let's say Tobey Maguire's timeline.
Okay.
Let's say I took out Tobey Maguire, right, from current time.
Yeah.
And I took Doc Ock from 20 years ago.
Yeah.
And I replaced them back into their proper timelines.
Uh-huh.
Doc Ock being from further in the past than Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man will diverge their current timeline.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because they took him out evil and he went back good.
Yeah.
So it changes the timeline a little bit. And the same thing with like Norman Osborn. They took him out and he was alive. He died in the first Spider-Man movie.
Yeah.
If you put him back into his proper universe, he changes the timeline. Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
Oh, well, the Doc Ock one is arguable only because you got to remember that Doc Ock purposely changes his mind willfully to save, to save everybody else and kill himself.
Okay, if you watch the movie, he talks about, I had him in my hands. He's talking about 5 minutes before he gave
his mind, yeah.
Yes.
So he was good at the end of the movie before they pulled him out of that universe anyways.
Doc Ock in the Far From Home was taken, when he's dropping to the bottom of the sea, he's taken from right there.
Yeah.
So in Tobey Maguire's universe, he's gone. He's been gone for a long time.
Yeah.
Now, if you take him and put him back in the same spot and he's alive, time will diverge.
Okay.
So it changes Tobey Maguire's timeline as well as the Green Goblin being alive.
Mm-hmm. That one's a little hard to argue.
It's not hard to argue.
It is because because Harry Osborn or the Green Goblin. Oh no, the Green Goblin.
Well, that's the thing. Harry Osborn died in number 3.
Yeah. No, I meant the father. Sorry, I meant
the father died in part 1.
I meant Willem Dafoe.
Willem Dafoe died in the first.
Yeah. That one's a little hard to argue, but like you said, you're like.
Well, check this out. Let me.
Because he was born evil.
Let me blow your mind.
Is evil.
No, let me blow your mind real quick. Willem Dafoe, Green Goblin, was not born evil. He was trying to make a super soldier serum. Mm-hmm. He took it and it made him bipolar. It made him have multiple personality disorder. So there's Norman Osborn, a bitch, and there's his alter ego, the Green Goblin, right?
Yeah.
Boom. So let's say right before the glider hit him in Spider-Man 1,
yeah,
he poofed and disappeared.
Yeah.
Spider-Man never took his body to his house.
Yeah.
Right? Harry Osborn never reaped vengeance on Spider-Man. Spider-Man 3 doesn't fucking happen.
Okay. I mean, that's a good way to retcon the movies, There
you go, baby. I got the matches. Here you go, buddy.
It's all good.
You the Asher?
Yeah.
You got it? Oh,
I got it. No, it's a good working theory.
It's not a theory. It's just that's just the way time travel works.
No, I understand, but as far as like the multiverse and like multi-worlds theory, like that's just too many variations of universes that I could deal with.
No, but that's the thing. So it's kind of,
as far as movies are concerned,
that's what I'm saying.
Like,
Marvel kind of condensed it for you. So check this out. Okay, so since Spider-Man's a movie, we kind of have a proper timeline to understand it, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, so in Spider-Man 1, he fights the Green Goblin. Spider-Man 2, he fights Dr. Octopus. Spider-Man 3, he fights Sandman, Venom, and the second iteration of the Green Goblin, which later became good. Okay, so if you followed all three Spider-Mans, you know Harry Osborn has kind of had, he's a little bipolar. Mm-hmm. The son.
Yeah.
So when he takes the serum that his dad took, it doesn't mentally affect him as much.
Yeah.
But it does give him some type of supernatural power where he can speak to his father.
Yeah.
Okay, check this out. Spider-Man 1, Willem Dafoe's body is never returned to his house. Mm-hmm. Okay? Harry Osborn never wreaks vengeance on Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Spider-Man 2, Harry Osborn has nothing to prove. He doesn't fund Otto Octavius. Mm-hmm. Otto Octavius, right, doesn't fuck up the experiment, and he doesn't become Octopus. He becomes Dr. Octopus later.
Yeah.
So now you diverged that timeline into 3 variations. The timeline we know, the Doc Ock coming back and fucking shit up, and then Willem Dafoe coming back and fucking shit up. Okay. And then you can say the same thing about the Amazing Spider-Man.
Yeah. There's a lot of theories about the Amazing Spider-Man that kind of hold up.
Those movies sucked. I didn't like them.
They suck because I don't like Andrew Garfield's Peter Parker.
I liked him as Peter Parker. I didn't like what they did with the movies.
I like what they did with movies. I didn't like Jamie Foxx's Electro, obviously.
No, in the movie he's badass.
And no Way Home.
Yeah, he's badass.
In the Amazing Spider-Man.
Yeah, they made him a bitch.
Is
because
garbage.
he was a Spider-Man fan until he became Electro, and then he hated Spider-Man.
Well, because they wanted to make him that blue guy. But
he didn't. He went up there and he fell into the bad views. Did you even watch Spider-Man?
I did, but I'm saying as an actor, he's like, yo, I can't believe they made me blue. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, that's about it. That's not too bad. That'd be an interesting what if series for if they did that for Marvel.
Well, they're doing a spin-off of it's kind of like What If, but it's gonna be an animated series of Spider-Man, and it's gonna go from the beginning, like his MCU origins.
Oh, okay.
Like the Tom Holland MCU origin.
Yeah. But as far as the No Way Home, I thought from the spoilers that I've seen, it looks like a pretty good movie, and I'm pretty hyped to see all 3 Spider-Men on the.
I can't believe you haven't seen it yet. We were supposed to go see it together.
We were supposed to, but then day by day, more and more spoilers were coming out, and I was like, "Fuck yeah, I'm gonna see what these spoilers are about." And yeah.
Yeah, you fucking suck at spoilers.
I don't care.
Nigga, we all. You should have just ended that. Can't we? All right, next topic.
That's why I never see most of the movies I talk about, because I've only seen spoilers or seen clips.
You don't watch good movies. You watch clips of good movies, and then you think you know everything.
Yeah.
So you're misinformed.
Not misinformed. I'm just.
Yeah. What if you watch a video on spoilers? What if you got a whole different interpretation if you watch the movie?
Isn't that the whole point?
I like watching. My bad.
I was gonna say no. Just the way we watch movies shouldn't be the same thing. I mean, our interpretations of the movies are always would never be the same for any movie. Obviously.
Well, here's the thing. I like the actors and directors. Mm-hmm. So James Gunn.
Okay, so you look at actors and directors. I look at visual effects and shooting.
Well, the better actors and directors means a bigger budget on a movie, which means better production.
Not necessarily, because a good movie on a low budget would be Paranormal Activity.
Paranormal Activity sucks.
It's a cult classic. That's why it's got 6 movies.
It's a cult classic because retards like you think it's a good movie. Okay, Paranormal Activity. 1, it was made up.
Okay.
Completely made up.
That's fine. It's made up. It was good.
And
as far as how they shot it,
scary.
How they shot it and how it edited is why it was good.
It was shit. I could shoot a better horror movie on my cell phone.
But you haven't.
I don't want to.
Because you can't.
James Gunn. He made a movie called Super. Right? Okay. And the movie Super came out in 2009, 2010. It's about a guy who becomes like a superhero, like a kind of like a Kick-Ass type movie.
Mm-hmm.
So Dwight from The Office, right, gets cheated on, and his wife leaves him for Ethan Hawke. Ethan Hawke is like a gangster, and it takes place in like South Jersey somewhere, maybe Atlantic City. And he decides to just put on a red suit and beat people up with a wrench. Low budget movie. The most famous they only had 2 famous people really in it, which was Ethan Hawke and then Liv Tyler.
Okay.
And kind of Dwight. Dwight was kind of like, The Office is a cult classic. Another thing, you have never seen The Office.
I've seen the UK version.
There's only 2 seasons of the UK version. The American version has 9 seasons, and it's a better show. UK people aren't fucking funny. That's debatable. Sad comedy isn't comedy. It is not 1800s anymore. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the.
That's why I'm laughing. Come on.
I'm talking to other people.
You think I'm offended? Come on, bro. You gotta try a lot harder
What's
than that.
What's that fat bitch from Pitch Perfect?
Amy Winehouse? No. Amy Schumer?
Winehouse. No, Amy Schumer. Yeah, she's fat too.
I thought she was pregnant. Oh, wait.
No, they had a little thing on Netflix.
No, as far as enough about movies. What about our personal lives?
Rebel Wilson. So Rebel Wilson is a UK comic, and she had like this sad ass. Comedy is not supposed to be funny. I can't do a British accent. And then everybody claps for her, and then she's fucking fat. So there's like this fucking I don't know, dude. Women aren't funny.
Okay.
There's probably about 5 funny women in like comedy, and yeah, that's probably about it.
Okay.
Tiffany Haddish isn't funny.
I would agree with you on that.
Yeah, she's cute. She's a good actor.
No, even when they promoted like her special, like I couldn't even like
the Black Jew or Black Bar Mitzvah or some shit like that.
Something like that. I couldn't stand to watch it. Like I wasn't interested enough. Even with like the previews, I was like, no.
She's not funny, dude. Like she's for a very particular crowd. Like her life story is amazing. You know what I mean? Like her parents were on drugs. She was an orphan. She was adopted by like a Mexican family, and then later, Jesus, God bless Jesus. She was adopted by a bunch of different families. She lived in her car. You know what I mean? She worked in comedy clubs until she got into acting. Yeah. But she's not. She's got good energy and good like stage work. Yeah. But I don't think she's funny.
Yeah. No, as far as black women is concerned, I love black women. I never understood why my parents were always against black people. I don't want to get too deep into it, but like,
I know you're racist.
No, I'm not racist. My parents are racist because, I'll fuck any black chick. But the fact that like I was
nice shitting on your parents.
I have to, because the fact that I would listen to black music and they were like, yo, you can't be watching music videos with black women dancing like that, and I was like, what are you talking about?
They didn't want you to get your little dick hard. No, yeah, I've always my first kiss was a black girl.
Listen, I might have been like 8 or 10 years old when I first heard MC Hammer, not MC Hammer's, I think it said Sir Mix-a-Lot's Baby Got Back, you know what I mean?
Like, it says Sir Mix-a-Lot. Bro, that came out in 1991.
Yeah, and I probably heard it in like early 2000s when I got scolded for it. So
it's kind of a fucking explicit video. It's not a video. I don't think there's certain shit kids shouldn't watch. But I did watch Showgirls when I was 4. Yeah. I was younger.
Well, I mean, I think they were trying to teach me a lesson too, because they were trying to get to the point where like, oh yeah, not all black women have big butts, and I was like, that sounds like it's stereotyping, but I don't know.
It is stereotyping.
Very.
I've dated a black girl with no ass. She has some titties though.
Yeah. No, that'd be the day, right? Getting a girl pregnant all because she got a BBL.
What's a BBL?
A Brazilian butt lift.
I would like if I had a long-term girlfriend and like if she was a woman I want to marry, I'd get her a Brazilian butt lift.
You pay for the BBL? Fuck damn. Yeah. I probably would too.
Build a bitch workshop, bro.
Build a bitch workshop.
Build a bitch workshop.
Baby, you want double D's? I got you.
That's gonna be a shirt. That's gonna be a shirt in the next year. Build a bitch workshop.
Build a bitch workshop. Mm-hmm. You better be careful. You better make sure that TikTok famous chick ain't trademarked that shit.
What TikTok?
I don't know. There's some TikTok bitch that made a song called "Build a Bitch." So
What's it about?
it's a song actually.
What's the song about?
Build a bitch.
Yeah.
About how guys can't build a bitch.
That's another thing. I've been single probably for about 4 years now.
Okay.
Me and Shanice broke up in October.
Whoa.
October 18th.
You gotta bring that back. Can't use real names.
Okay. Me and homegirl broke up in October of 18.
Okay.
Okay. So that's October to 19 would be 1 year. October to 20 would be 2 years. October to 21 would be 3 years. So like 3.5 years.
Okay.
And my biggest gripe with her was, mind you, I had my own place, I had my own car, I had a career, and her biggest problem is that I couldn't give her more shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like I couldn't
buy her more things.
buy her more things.
Okay.
Like get her more lit.
Uh-huh.
But bitch, like you live with your parents. I have my own place. I got a brand. You know, at the time my car was brand new. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I was doing my thing. And I hate like I wanna be with somebody and then like shower them with gifts because I want to. I don't want you to tell me I need to give you more shit.
No, I recently
Because the prick in me makes me want to cheat on you and come back and sleep in your bed. You know what I mean?
I don't.
You don't know what I mean?
No, because my philosophy is very simple. I told my girlfriend this recently too. Like, listen, don't ask me for anything, and I give you the world. You know what I mean? Leave me alone.
Yeah, but your girl's like a nice, chill chick. Like she's pretty out there, but like compared to like the women I date, she's pretty like down to earth.
Well, I've recently started dating women who are less docile because, mind you, I used to date females who used to set guys up. You know what I mean? Like I used to drop girls off at a motel, right? And I would drive like 40 minutes back home, and she'd text me like, "Oh, what you doing? Like, come back." Knowing she lives in a spot where other motherfuckers be parking and waiting to like set motherfuckers up. And my dumbass still went to get some pussy.
Yo, whatever girls you met on Craigslist,
Wasn't on Craigslist.
Tinder,
It was on Tinder.
it was on POF,
It wasn't on PLF. I'm not that desperate.
it was on Scout.
It wasn't on. I don't know what that is. I ain't never
It's
heard.
horrible.
I ain't never heard of that.
I met a girl on Scout in 2011.
Listen, the only time I've ever gotten desperate was hot or not, and that's just like it's anything I'll
Hot
use.
or not? Was that like pre-Tinder?
Yeah, like this was like bad dude hot or not days.
That's the thing too. Like I've been meeting girls on Tinder. Like I was talking to this girl on Tinder, and I was like, "Yeah, you know what kind of guy are you interested in?" It's like I'm interested in a guy that can shower me in love and gifts. Bitch, that was the first message I sent you. You want gifts? For what? What the fuck do I need? Who the fuck are you?
We're not together yet. We talking.
You're not even that fucking hot. I don't know.
No,
I've been trying to like stay out of my head. I keep fucking with whores, bro.
I've been trying to stay out of my head too. It's all right.
I'm saying like I want to be in a relationship, but every girl that is attracted to me lives in fucking La La Land.
I think that's your problem. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, the problem is you.
I gotta stop dating young girls. I gotta
No.
start dating bitches my own age.
You gotta stop dating girls that like you, and you gotta start dating girls that you like.
That makes some type of sense.
You just said it yourself. Girls that like you. You know, it's just like.
Well, I'm pretty like alternative. You know what I mean? Like, I have a small business. You know what I mean? We got our podcast. I got, I'm working on my Trapahoe brand. I'm working on, I make music and shit.
Burley.
Burley? What are you talking about?
What was your last single, man? Come on.
Fucking, I could play it for you. I haven't dropped it yet.
Oh, okay. What was your last feature? What's your next project?
I'm thinking about. You ever heard of Roberto Bartolo? He was like, okay, you ever seen Scarface?
Yeah.
Okay, you remember the guy that Tony Montana went to Colombia to meet?
That's like That's like the middle of the movie, right?
That's probably like within like the first half hour.
Okay.
Okay. Remember the guy that he went to meet in Colombia?
Yeah.
And he killed his partner.
Mm-hmm.
The guy that man was based off of was a huge cocaine exporter in the 70s.
Okay.
And yeah, you know, he got everybody lit. He took care of his town. He was never prosecuted. Never went to jail. He fucking died an old man. And, yeah, he was a fucking billionaire off of cocaine. I was thinking, I don't know. I had a few ideas for the project. I don't know what I want to name it yet.
Okay.
I got about maybe 10 songs done. I want to do another 5. I want to. This is probably gonna be my last full project.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, last full project?
Yeah. I'm gonna. This is gonna be my first.
You gonna
last
retire?
album. Probably. I want to focus more on other artists.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna be 30 soon. Nobody wants to hear a 30-year-old rapper. But I want to create a production company. Like, this is kind of the beginning. Like, this podcast is kind of like the beginning of like my production company.
Okay.
Like, I want to get a young, talented kid.
Okay.
I want to give him a beat.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I want him to come record it, get it mixed and mastered. He gets an exclusive beat. He gets artwork for the single. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Have a space where, you know, people to take pictures and shit. Like, you know, like do the whole, like kind of like a record label. But
He said if I can't be an artist, I'm gonna make an artist.
No, well, I like creating shit. It's something very fulfilling.
Yeah.
Making stuff. You know what I mean? Like I like to create. I much rather make something I created and make money off of it than work for somebody else and push their product.
Yeah, makes sense.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, rather be 30 pushing someone else's product than be 30 trying to push product
Trying
out.
to be on SoundCloud. Yeah, like that's not cool.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's weird because like I have a lot of plays on SoundCloud. Like, yeah.
Yeah, but that's because you're making tracks.
Most of the tracks that get a lot of plays are old tracks. School Shooter still gets like 1,000 plays a week.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's no
I'd say a couple more projects at least. One more? Nah, 2 more, man.
Well, one more would be the album. I could do mixtapes after that, but who the fuck is gonna listen? Like on Spotify, I got a few listeners. I got probably maybe like less than 10,000 plays.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, as far as alright, so aside from all of that, back to reality.
Back to reality. Whoop, there goes reality.
I hate to bring us back to reality, but
Knees weak, arms are heavy, vomit on his sweater, already. Mom spaghetti, he's nervous.
now I just wanted to talk about I wanted to update about our lives real quick. I'm still working in the moving company business, whatever the case may be. But bro, I'm waiting for the day where I meet a customer and they're like, yeah, just dump my shit. Just throw it off the truck and onto the floor or in the garage in my house. I don't care if it breaks. Like, bro, I'm waiting for that day, bro. I'm waiting for a customer who just doesn't give a fuck. And they're like, yo, just throw it, just chuck it out the truck. Like, I just want it on my property. You know what I mean? I'm waiting for that day. I'm sick and tired of, this up and down. Oh, this goes upstairs. This goes downstairs. I'm sorry. Can you move this over here on the other side of the house? I'm sorry. This goes upstairs in the bedroom. This and that. Like, oh, I got shit missing. Like, bro, I don't give a fuck if your shit missing. You call customer service and that's that. You taking another shot of my liquor?
You want to smack the trigger?
Aside from that, other than that, yeah, I'm also waiting for the day where I snap. Like, you know what I mean? I'm gonna get ready for the, I'm getting ready for the day where a customer gives me such a hard time that I'm ready to throw hands. You know what I mean? Like, when the customer tells me, "Oh, is there a problem?" I'm like, "Yeah." Like, you gonna fix it? Like, how you gonna fix it? Cause like I'm right here. I'm waiting for it, bro. Like, I'm waiting for the day I'm on Billionaires Row in Manhattan, one of the highest skyscrapers.
How you gonna get there, baby?
In New York City. How am I gonna get there? What do you mean?
You said, how you gonna make that milli, baby?
How am I gonna make that meal? Oh, how am I gonna make that meal? I'm gonna make that meal by wearing the Chief Trapahoe t-shirt every time I'm moving people in New York City. It's gonna say, well, I'm gonna have a Stone Ape Theory t-shirt. I'm gonna have a Chief Trapahoe t-shirt. And every time people in Billionaires Row in Manhattan ask me, what is that? I'd be like, it's my podcast. I don't just do moving. This is just a hustling job. Because honestly, moving is a hustling job. Because every day, I gotta find new ways to get money out of these people.
Gotta find new ways to get paid.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? I got no set schedule when it comes to moving. My hours are when the job is done, is done.
I think you should just call your job and just your boss is like, hey, I need to speak to you. It's really important. I just really think you're a fucking faggot.
Click.
Yeah.
Yo, imagine.
You're fired.
I wouldn't be surprised. No, I already asked for a
You
raise.
should come work with me. Think about it.
I'm thinking about it. I already asked for a raise and they told me no. And the disrespect that I've been receiving the last couple of days is it's hurtful. Like, I can't, like...
Cause I got fired because I didn't want to get vaxxed. You know what I mean? And then like
I almost got fired because I was ready to throw hands with my dispatch.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Why?
Because dispatch disrespected me, talking about like, oh, what's taking so long with this job? While he's sitting at home, off the clock, you know what I mean, in heat, while I'm working on a job in 10-degree weather.
Out in fucking Manhattan.
Out in fucking Manhattan. You know what I mean? And he's talking about, yo, this job shouldn't take as long. I was like, bro, you're not out here moving boxes, moving furniture like I am. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I was in Manhattan yesterday. We had to do a delivery to a hotel.
Yeah.
It was pretty badass.
That's good. You know, I mean, as long as your job is not dealing with the shit where I'm dealing with, where it's just like...
We still deal with customers, you know what I mean? Rich people that don't tip, but...
customers and rich customers...
pricks, dude.
Customers and rich customers who don't tip, no big deal. But when it comes to, like, dispatch and higher-ups talking about, like, yo, what's taking so long? Like, yo, bro, like, you're not out here on the field working with me.
Tim, I think our goal for 2022 should be pushing our brands. Like,
well... Damn, the aroma from the...
Yeah, it's pretty thick. I think we gotta get on stage a little more.
We haven't been on stage at all.
You haven't been on stage at all. I've been on stage. Fuck you.
Barely.
What are you talking about? I had 2 shows last year. I can't get into the city. I'm not vaxxed. I can't fucking perform. And it's funny because there's an exception for performers, but I have to fucking pay a fine, and I don't want to do that shit. I don't have to pay $100 to fucking bring your shows.
This is recent because whatchamacallit, because like I said, I'm in the moving business, so even with that, you gotta wear a mask, you gotta be vaccinated. Every time I walk into a building, I don't gotta deal with that shit.
Which is weird, because
exactly.
If you're going to visit a friend in a building, they want you to be vaxxed. But if you're
working with a business,
yeah, but that's because the vaccine shit is made up. It's bullshit. You know what I mean? Like, I think I read it on Twitter the other day that the CEO of Pfizer said that, like, there's little to like zero help that the vaccine does. It's like it's like an arbitrary rule. You know what I mean? And it's funny because, like, you remember like pre-Trump, where there was all like these anti-vaxxers
for
regular vaccines, for like the, you know what I mean, like TB and
tuberculosis. I remember that. Yeah.
Okay. So when we're little, we get a shot, and it's TB, polio,
chickenpox, all that.
Chickenpox, yeah, all that shit. And
chickenpox was a big deal at the time.
There's 1 in a 10 million chance that one person will develop autism from that vaccine. But it's a very narrow, slim thing. And pre-Trump, this is like 2014 Twitter.
Yeah.
There was a bunch of videos of anti-vax, you know, like people that didn't want to vax their children. People moved out of states so they didn't have to vax their children. And those same retards are turning around and telling me, I'm a bad person. I don't want to stop the spread. My nigga, my fucking grandmother fully vaxxed, booster and everything. She caught COVID like the following week. Fuck out of here, man. I don't want to hear that shit. Ain't no vaccine helping nobody, nigga.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and it's already, bro, we're already 2 years into it.
Yeah, I want to believe that the vaccine, you know, helps you not get into the hospital. But with, you know, all this news talking about people still dying from vaccines, it's like, what's real?
You know who's dying from vaccines? Teenagers. soccer players, fully healthy people.
Soccer players? So
Yeah,
specific, bro.
yeah,
What the
dude,
fuck?
There's this, I think, I can't find the article, but it's funny because I was trying to look for it and they took it off of Google. I want to say either Spain or Colombia. Like, I think it was like a European soccer player. The dude was in practice, fully vaxxed. He was running around, boom, drops dead.
Really?
He had myocarditis. He had
the Moderna shit. Yeah,
Yup.
that's crazy.
No, he took Johnson & Johnson.
Oh, J&J, damn.
Yeah,
Moderna got some side effect shit too. Yeah,
the vaccine period is giving that side effect. It's happening, and it happens to women, but it's happening in young men a lot.
Yeah.
Their hearts are getting bigger, and it's giving them heart attacks. And it's something scary when 13-year-old boys are getting heart attacks. I don't think that, you know what I mean? That's a very scary thing.
Yeah.
Like, why are we poisoning our next gen?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It feels like women and gays have ran the narrative too much. You know what I mean?
I think if anything, I think the government runs the narrative too much.
Well, the government outsources everything. So the companies that get the most money from the government, like, why the fuck is Pfizer and Moderna and what's the other one? Johnson & Johnson sponsoring late night television? You know what I mean? Like, why every time I gotta see something, if I click on a news video right now, I'm getting a vaccine commercial. And not from like an ad, like they're telling us about. Did you see that dude? You don't watch Joe Rogan, right? You don't listen to Joe Rogan podcast, right? Here and there, you watch the clips. So there's this guy. He's a doctor, but he works for CNN. Sanjay Gupta.
Okay.
And CNN was trashing Rogan because Rogan didn't want to get vaxxed. He got like good medication or whatever.
Yeah.
They started saying that he was taking horse dewormer, straight up lying on him and like playing him out. So he had Sanjay Gupta on the podcast. And the first thing Sanjay Gupta said, he was like, "Oh, I'm here to try to convince you to get the vaccine because there's so many health benefits to the..." He's like, "I'm not getting the vaccine." He's like, "Well, maybe I could change your mind." He's like, "I'm not getting the vaccine." He's like, so like, I hate to be that person who follows people he likes, like who follows like his favorite celebrities, but like, and it's weird because like all the people that I engage with and I listen to, like my dad's not vaxxed. Yeah. And he doesn't want to get it. You know what I mean? Like, he was almost gonna get fired until that Supreme Court shit where they was like not mandating it. Yeah. Yeah. And it feels racist.
It does, cause like, bro, when my boss had sent that message out, like, bro, everybody folded, bro. Like, so many people like were like, "Yo, I'm getting vaxxed next week." Like,
well, that's the thing, you know what I mean? Like, you don't want to lose your job.
Here's my vax card, like, bro, what you talking about? Like, this just went in a couple of days ago.
But
like,
that's what I'm saying. Like, what if they told us is like, we cannot work anywhere unless we're vaccinated, and then unemployment is not going to give us unemployment benefits if we're not vaccinated. Yeah,
then that's, well, you can't say that's classist because the vaccine is free if you choose to.
It's free, but then there's a certain class. Like, why is the upper class telling us that we have to get this? And why is the upper class trying to push a mandate that we get it? Yeah. And then you're telling me it doesn't work, so it's not going to protect me from COVID. I can still get COVID if I get the shot. Yeah. Yeah.
Like if you can convince me that it won't put me in the hospital, that's fine. But if you're telling me that I could drop dead from getting the vaccine or drop dead from COVID regardless, then
people under 35 is fucking them up.
Exactly. Like, yeah, bro, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, I understand. Like, with early vaccines, with the AIDS and not the AIDS, with measles, mumps, whatever it's just called,
polio,
and polio. Even with polio, like there was like it's just like, I don't understand.
Well, there was less side effects. And then people, you gotta understand, there were kids dying of polio. Like their bodies were growing all fucked up, and you know, they got the polio shot, and it fucking helped them a lot. Like you don't see kids with polios. Kids don't have chicken pox anymore. Kids don't have.
But it's not eradicated.
It is it's eradicated in this country at least.
Yeah.
Kids don't have chickenpox in America. No more. Maybe you'll find a kid in the country. Maybe, if that. Probably immigrants.
Well, I mean,
but they don't have it. Like, dude, none of my nieces and nephews had chickenpox. When we were kids, me and my cousins all had chickenpox.
Yeah, I definitely caught
They will bring us to our cousin's house so they can get it, so they can get over it. Because when you get chickenpox when you're little, it's not that bad. But it's bad when you get it as an adult. It fucks you up.
Yeah.
But yeah, like there's a lot of things that like like in the 50s, like remember Forrest Gump?
Yeah.
He had the fucking knee braces. There was a bunch of kids like that. There was a bunch of people who didn't make it past their 50s.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, that's because, also they were misdiagnosed as well. You know what I mean? Like,
no, they weren't misdiagnosed. Like, you'd be surprised how, like autism has been around. Like, people have noticed autism since the 60s. But it happens to be weird because, like, in the 90s, there was a spike. And then you go into like the mid 2000s, there's a bunch of kids being born autistic, and it's like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
Like, why are these kids autistic? But I think it has something more to do with society than anything. Like, how many kids are right now are 3 or 4 years old and they're carrying an iPad? You know what I mean? Like, how many kids are inside all day? I don't see kids playing outside anymore.
Yeah, rarely, right?
Yeah, like, you know what I mean? We used to play outside, fuck our knees up, come inside, come outside, you know what I mean? And like we all had friends in our neighborhood when we were little. These kids don't hang out with each other no more. Especially in this neighborhood right here. Bro, me and all the kids used to play. You don't see that shit. Kids don't hang out with each other no more. We used to walk around until we saw our friend. You know what I mean? We didn't have cell phones. Now these kids got fucking iPhones. They grew up with an iPad.
This looks like my boy's bike over here. Like, oh shit, he must be around.
Kids these days are fucking boring, dude.
Yeah, for sure. Kids do. I love kids who create drama though. I'm not gonna lie. When I see like 8-year-olds like fuck around with their parents, I'm like, that's hilarious.
Yeah, they have. Some of them have a little bit more personality.
For sure. Yeah. But when I see like parents grooming their 8-year-olds to become stars, that's different. That's like, yo, like you're trying too hard.
No, because like I think that goes back to like the Jim Jones things. Like, people adore their children. Like, people would almost do anything for their children. You know what I mean? Especially to like take away the sadness or like the
but to groom your child to become internet famous, it's like
that's gross.
Yeah, like bro, like. If my kid picks up an iPad and he makes a viral video, that's fine. You know what I mean? Like,
I think they should all move to Jersey because nobody in Jersey goes viral. Unless you're getting smacked by a baseball bat or fucking...
No, I'm convinced Jersey is like the only place to get a good winning lottery ticket. Because every time I play a lottery ticket, I always lose. But every time I read up on the news, oh yeah, a gas station, a corner store, a deli store... a fucking, Wawa.
That guy won $2 million in that fucking deli in Passaic.
Exactly. Bro, I've been playing Jersey Cash 5 for like 5 years. Like, am I gonna win yet?
Okay, so then there's kind of like so like if you notice, it's always people in their late 30s, late 40s who win it.
Yeah.
That's because they either have kids who are kind of like a little older, so they're getting their own money, so they have more money to fuck around with. Like, these old people spend a lot of fucking money in the lottery. Like, they bro, like that's their thing. They're probably spending $300 or $400 on fucking lottery tickets. I think if you spend $500, you'll probably get $1,000 back. But you also have to lose $500. You know what I mean? Like, there's kind of there's like a method to the madness.
Nah, I believe it. I got a guy I work with in the moving business who's like in his 60s, and every time we get tipped, bro, the first stop, yo, I got to play my numbers, bro. Like, what you mean you got to play your numbers, bro? You just made $220 today. Like, what are you talking about? You gonna gamble it all the way for what? For $45? Come on, bro.
Now, my dad hits weirdly a lot. Like, he won a $500 ticket the scratch ticket.
Yeah, but compared to how much you probably spent to get that $500.
Yeah, he's probably spent more than $500
in his lifetime.
No, just like in the last few months,
just to get that $500.
Yeah, well, I get the fun in it. You know what I mean? Like
I do.
My dad's a older gentleman.
When it comes to the lotteries, yeah. When it comes to scratch offs, bro, fuck that. I watched like 3 documentaries.
My little brother hits on scratch offs all the time.
I do too, but they're ripoffs. Free ticket, $1, $2. Fuck that.
Nah, it was He gets a lot of free tickets, a lot of $50, a lot of $100 ones.
Those are ripoffs too, bro. Like, the fuck?
Yeah.
Bro,
How much you think that whole roll cost?
a whole roll?
Yeah, like like the $2. They have like the $2 tickets, the $5 tickets. Like, how much does the roll cost? Like, if I wanted to buy the roll, would I just have to pay per ticket?
I forget.
Do they give me a discount?
They do actually, because
Really?
there's a documentary on a guy who was playing New York scratch offs, and he bought a whole roll, and none of the tickets were a win.
That's a bitch. That's a scam.
That's a bitch. That's a scam, bro.
Or imagine if like the person before you bought one and hit,
And you bought the whole roll, and it's all lose. Yo. No, there's a whole documentary on it. I forget what it's called, but it's on the New York scratch off lottery, bro.
Yeah. Did you see the
I'd be
McDonald's Monopoly documentary?
Yeah, how that was a scam and how people
Yes.
in the business were specifically buying so that they could win. I was like, that's.
And I was wondering too, because like there were points there were points where like I would when the Monopoly game came to McDonald's, I'd only eat McDonald's for fucking like 3 months.
Yeah.
And I have so many fucking
Fields.
so many little fucking Monopoly
property things.
Yes.
Yeah. No, me too, bro. Like I still don't have a full board.
You
Like,
never will, and it was weird because it was like
exactly.
it was like people in like Western PA who were winning, like tons of money.
Yeah.
Like it was some mobsters who had like their mom come and claim it, and the prize for Monopoly was like $5 million prize. It wasn't a bullshit prize.
Yeah, no measly couple grand. Yeah, I remember, bro. I remember.
And then imagine you take that, you take the taxes out of it. What are you leaving with? Like $390 and some change, maybe. Even if you leave with $2,500,000, it's a fucking come up.
Yeah.
You scam the whole game. That was ridiculous.
I've been so upset.
Fuck yeah.
Where we at?
We're at 1 hour and 16 minutes. How do you want to wrap this up, buddy?
How I want to wrap this up? Okay. Last topic. I've recently been reading some articles about how people getting scammed and people actually getting sick and dying because they getting fake vaccines.
Fake vaccines?
Fake vaccines.
Where the fuck did you hear that?
On the internet.
I know, dickhead, but like where on there? The internet's pretty vast.
You're on my phone, so I would only have the source on that. But yeah, no, there was a recent article about how there's people actually setting up fake shops to get fake shots.
Wow.
Yeah.
I heard something like that, but it was like a science teacher.
Okay.
She stuck one of her students with a vaccine, and it was like, first of all, where the fuck did you get a vaccine at? You feel? And then why are you putting that in teenagers' arms and celebrating it? Like, why is that a cool thing? And it's only white people that think it's cool.
Yeah, I never understand. Like, I don't understand that. Where do you find the rush? Where do you find the satisfaction in
following the rules?
Not only in following the rules, but also like buying empty needle injectors and then injecting people with sugar water or whatever you're injecting with. You know what I mean? Like, that's some crazy shit.
Especially when the vaccine is free. That doesn't make sense to me. Like, you can go on Uber right now. Like, look, check this out.
Right, the price gouging on Uber. Yeah, I know about it.
Not the price gouging on Uber, but the fucking. If you go on Uber, right? Where the fuck is my Uber app? If you go on Uber right now, you can go and get a vaccine, and it'll take you there and take you back home.
Really?
Yeah, for free.
What?
Yeah, look.
Rise for vaccines. That's crazy.
Ride for vaccines. So you can get into an Uber right now for free, go to your local place where they do the vaccines, and they will wait for you to take you back home. Why the fuck is the government giving Uber money to take us to get a vaccine? It's not okay. A conspiracy means that it's probably true, that people are conspiring, and then it's blatant. You got this motherfucker Dr. Fauci getting grilled on. Oh man, did you see the shit that happened? It was probably like.
I heard that he was trending,
ago.
but I didn't read about it.
Yeah. Oh nigga, I went deep, nigga. So the nigga Dr. Fauci, one, he knew about coronavirus in 2019.
Okay.
Right? He had a secret meeting in the White House about pandemic control. The end of 2019, he's receiving more emails. He's like, hey, the stuff we've been researching has left the lab and people are getting sick in record numbers. So that means a government worker was conspiring with the opposition in another. So people, Chinese government is not really our friends, but we do work with them, like, you know what I mean, in certain fields and such. So you have a government worker, the highest paid government worker in America, Dr. Fauci, working with a hostile government to create a bioweapon.
Yeah.
And then, now, check this out.
Okay.
The vaccine is only implemented by a particular needle that Dr. Fauci owned the patent on.
Okay.
So not only did he get rich from the government, he got rich for selling his patent to Pfizer, Moderna, Johnson & Johnson.
Big Pharma, yeah.
And now Pfizer, Moderna, Johnson & Johnson are sponsoring all the free television.
Yeah.
They're giving fucking Uber money. These motherfuckers are getting paid out the ass. And we have to suffer for it, the middle class.
Yep.
First off, fuck your mother, fuck your wife, bing bong, Stone Dave's theories in your ass. Tim, sign off.
Last thing, the vaccinated are gonna die off first before the unvaccinated. Holla.
Snap.
Hey.
And the cat. I don't want to end.
Did it record?